In this video, we're going to talk about subtraction of polynomials. And for subtraction of polynomials, we're just going to be combining like terms again. But we have to realize that when we subtract off polynomials, we have to distribute this negative sign. When you say you're subtracting or you're taking away more than one item, that means you have to take away the 3x, and then you also have to take away the negative 9. So another way to look at that is distribution. So let's rewrite this problem. Doing the distribution, we will have the 2x plus 5, and then minus the 3x is minus 3x, minus the negative 9 is a positive 9. Now we combine like terms. We can combine our 2x and our negative 3x to get a negative x, and we can combine our 5 and our positive 9 as a positive 14. Nothing else will combine, so we're done with this problem. Now looking at this next one, probably the thing that is going to scare you the most is those fractions. But remember, we'll deal with those one at a time as they come up. Let's just look at the overall problem to begin with. We are subtracting these two polynomials. Because we are subtracting, we need to distribute out this negative. Don't forget to do that. So when I rewrite the problem, we have our 1/4 z squared minus 1/5 z, then minus a negative would make a positive 3/20 z squared, minus a positive would make minus 1/10 z, and minus a negative would make positive 7/20. Now we can begin combining like terms. So as far as our like terms go, we have a z squared and a z squared. We need to put those two things together. Now if the fractions bug you, then just come out to the side and say, I need to do 1/4 plus 3/20. What is that? Well, in order to add these fractions together, remember we need a common denominator, and that common denominator would be 20. So I need to rewrite my fractions having a denominator of 20. Well, if I multiply the 4 times 5 to get 20, we have to do the same thing to the top. So our fractions then would be 5/20 plus 3/20, which is 8/20. Now that will reduce down. 4 goes into the numerator and the denominator. So we have 2/5 z squared. Now we're done with the z squareds. Next, in descending order, would be plain z's. So we're going to combine our negative 1/5 and our negative 1/10. And here again, if we need to do that at the side, no problem. We need a common denominator again, which would be 10. And once we find our equivalent fractions, if we multiplied 5 times 2 to get 10, we have to do the same thing to the top, multiply it by 2. So that'd be a negative 2/10 minus 1/10 is negative 3/10 z. And then lastly, our constant term doesn't have anything to combine with, so that's a little bit easier. Just a plus 7/20. There's our final answer. Now finally, they're going to show you the vertical format again. And here's where I really don't like the vertical format. With addition, it's not a problem, but with subtraction, you have to distribute out that negative. So we're going to rewrite this entire problem. I'm going to rewrite the numerator, 5u to the 5th minus 4u squared plus 3u minus 7. And I'm going to rewrite my bottom, when I said numerator, denominator, that's not correct, the top polynomial and the bottom polynomial. But this time I have to distribute out the negative. So I'm going to say minus 3u to the 5th minus 6u squared plus 8u minus 2. And once we rewrite it that way, now we can just combine like terms. 5u 5th minus 3u to the 5th is 2u to the 5th. Then we'll have minus 10u squared plus 11u minus 9. Now we have our final answer.